if I cultivated a movement. Stupid claims, I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great as ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Wentz. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Wentz to throw. And we'll get this underneath to Scott. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the Rams at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Inside the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick-6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think we put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a 2nd and 10. That's complete to Skoranek out left. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 6 as they've got it as we resume action.
Hey, 22! Go here!
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Alert!
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Marr able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, 70!
To throw on second down is Stafford. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, middle. What are you hot?
Stafford. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
At long last, the Eagles have found their new marquee #1 receiver. They dealt for Brown in last year's draft, and all he did in year 1 was set a new franchise record for yards, 4th best in the league. He gets him a 1st down there.
Straight ahead is Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. To throw is Wentz. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll give to Hall. Fighting him off. Still on his feet. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Wentz going to throw. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it's Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. from the gun. It's a run for Williams. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down with Akers. Abel gets through, and now an opening. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run here with Akers.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
50-50. 22.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL.
Williams loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
The The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Stafford to his number one guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's Keely Ringo, who was there in on the stop. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Rodgers on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Again, it's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Monday.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
David Ojabo
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rams 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They go again with Scott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hang in there now, hang in there now. Done.
Now a play fake. Wentz.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Able to push his way through. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Hey, hey.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Marr now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Here we go. First down, Philadelphia.
On play action, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Scott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hall on a give up the middle.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Third and long. It's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now Scott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 4th down. Wentz goes off. And on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back
inside the 20.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with.